How are we doing, good people? Welcome to St. Louis Organics presents Montez at midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and hope everyone is doing well and fine. Hope you are doing just fine. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. What's up, good people? How we doing? It is Monday. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It seems as though we've got the testing out of the way right there. I think the system is all together. I think they just did that right now at 11 o'clock. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. And more importantly, probably commonly, this weather. I can dig it. I can get down with this weather. I appreciate the weather. I really, really do. Do we have a thing in the right order here? I don't think we do. We have it trying to get situated here. Sorry about that. Okay. 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 There we go. All righty. Much better. Much better. Okay. There we go. Well, it's Monday, guys. Everyone have a good weekend. How was it? A whole lot of stuff happened over the weekend in sports, entertainment, life. It all happened over the weekend. Apparently so. Let's get in here with everybody. High fives. Chest bump. Hug it out. If you celebrate the birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. If you're celebrating the anniversary, happy anniversary to you as well. But whatever it may be, one of those situations out there for you. It comes and goes. We know. And making sure we have everything here all lined up and ready to go. Sometimes it seems as though it's cooperating, and sometimes it's not. Are we connected here? Are we connected here, Dre? Are we connected here, Dre? I don't think we're connected here yet, Dre. Let's find it. Let's find it. Okay. All right, good people. Let's see. Are we in here now? Are we in here now? Well, if you tune in through Facebook, thank you so much. If you tune in through Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, thank you so much. Hello, YouTube, Dre Montez, and TikToking now. We have Dre Montez 63. Check out some of the videos we've put up. And also, you can visit the website as well. You can take out your phone right now. That right there and take you right to the website at dremontez.com. You get the sponsor link on there. You get a list of the sponsors there as well. With this holiday season fastly approaching, lots of ideas out there for you to give gift certificates or take a loved one to a situation or an opportunity. It's all kind of things for you to do for your loved one with the upcoming holiday season for sure. So whether you're in Belle Vegas, downtown St. Louis, historic Soulard, or South City, we do appreciate your business. If anything else you're celebrating, congratulations to you all. It's the first day of you really feeling the raise, or you finally now got the acceptance after having a great Thanksgiving and the relationship is still going strong. Congratulations to people in that situation for yourself as well. But I think in more bigger news has been a more of a conversation that went away. I didn't see this going. And I want to be the Deion Sanders situation, Coach Prime. Yeah, I didn't see the story turn out the way that it did overnight. When the news first break, okay, it was fun. Just sitting back, listening to everybody's opinion, thoughts, the process, reliving what Prime actually said, and reliving everything that he did since he's been in Colorado the past few hours here. And just interesting how when we get vested in people who don't value our opinions or thoughts, but it's fun listening to other people have their values and thoughts on this situation here as well. And I was part of a podcast yesterday, a former softball teammate of mine, Red, and he lives in the ATL. He put just a little short little segment together yesterday. There was a couple of us talking about Coach Prime's situation. Is this good for football? Is this selling BS? Is it a big deal or not a big deal? Did he really manipulate the kids? Was this the best situation? Did Dion handle this the right way? Things like that. It's just interesting how people have been talking about it, not just locally that we know from bars and restaurants and the barbershop. Although I bet this will be a heavy discussion at the barbershop. I don't know too many barbershops open on a Monday, but I guarantee it's going to be one of those hot, sizzling topics for sure in the barbershop circuit to come. But it's just been so interesting to me how far to make a point or to start an argument based off of a man wanting to elevate his coaching career. There's nothing wrong with that. Players do it. Players do it all the time. You know, it's a very good point in the Jimmy Fallon movie, the baseball movie. It's with Drew Barrymore. At the beginning of the movie, his uncle takes him to that Red Sox game, and he tells him, kid, don't fall in love with this team. They'll break your heart. When you fall in love with the idea and the dream of a player or a coach and it doesn't work out the way you want it to go, there's no telling what you're going to say. There's no telling what you will say when it gets to that point. That's one thing for sure that I observed the past 4 days. Just listening to everyone. Actually hearing the people that have a real concern for this idea or thought process that's been going around. I mean, I never thought the audacity of a print or a title would say Deion Sanders is not leaving the African-American community. That was actually a tag in one of them yesterday. Like, wow, how did it get to that point of that situational hire? I mean, we know what Lincoln, I believe, in Riley did. And they cursed his name backwards and forwards for what Lincoln, I believe, in Riley did in his exit strategy of leaving Oklahoma to go to USC. He saw the bigger picture. The bigger plan is the television money. That money, and the left coast needs that. They needed Lincoln Riley. The pack needs Prime. I think it's a great hire. Congratulations to you, Prime. Coach Prime. Coach Prime. Congratulations. Congratulations. And it gets to that point of just, it's been pretty fun watching and reading what everybody has been saying about the whole situation, whether you are for it or you're against it, or you thought it's some BS, whatever it may be. I still think it's great for college football. Outstanding for HBCU sports as a whole. There's been more televised HBCU sports this year than in the past 30 years. All we usually get is the Southern Classic. That's it. That's it. That's it. But now there has been more exposure on HBCU football. So much exposure it's got, not just at Jackson State, across the whole board. And that's a good thing. I think that's a plus. That's a win-win. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Yes, it will. Well, the NFL, did it get better yesterday for any of you? This NFL is a tricky, tricky situation in more ways than one. And the reason I bring that up is due to the way my Broncos. Being a Denver Bronco fan this year has been one of the most challenging things out there. It's turned into I told you so, not analytics anymore. And we know the Dallas Cowboys right now are analytically highly favored to not just go to the Super Bowl, but win the Super Bowl. But the analytics in the Denver Broncos situation, this is not a fixable off-season thing. This is going to take some time and a real strategy to get out of this. I think the coach must go, for one. You lose a game 10-9, and Lamar Jackson was not even a factor in the game. He was out of the game. It was no inclement weather. It was no extenuating circumstances why the defense cannot put 14 points of their own on the board. Because I think the offense is basically saying this: Russ, I don't think you can lead us anywhere. The confidence is gone. It's out the window. It's gone. It's nothing that can be fixed right there at all. Now, back to the Dallas Cowboys. I did not see that defense being able to do what they did in the fourth quarter against Indianapolis Colts. That, wow. Wow, that is a Super Bowl caliber defense. And Dak, a couple of throws, those back shoulder throws. See, that's what you need. Those are throws that you make in December and you're winning and you're trying to extend your season. That that looked good. Dak looked good last night. The Cowboys looked really, really good last night. They really did. I did not expect that defense to do that. Oh my God. I did not see that coming at all. Now, for all the 49er fans out there, now what? Now, where must we go from here, 49er fans? Here's an idea I have. Hear me out. The Carolina Football Panthers are releasing Baker Mayfield today, okay? Okay. I'm not saying he is the answer, but I'm quite sure the type of offense that the 49ers currently run, I think Baker could help out the 49ers. Doesn't make sense. Is that something, or are you just going to Trent Dilfer this thing and just go off your defense and hope your quarterback can go out there and manage the game? Minimize mistakes, manage the game, let the defense win this, let our special teams. I can see Shanahan possibly thinking about this. I can see John Lynch probably pondering this idea. But this has to be all hands in on if this is going to work. I mean, you lost 2 starting quarterbacks in 1 year for the season. And that is a playoff caliber team right now. The 49ers are a playoff caliber team. They have all the weaponry that you need to make a deep run at this thing in December, in January. They have it. But I did not see this quarterback situation happen like this for the 49ers because Jimmy G, I was believing all about this dude. You have a team that didn't want him, that were forced to deal with him due to losing their starting quarterback. And now this happens to Jimmy G. And Baker Mayfield just being released by the Panthers. I'm just saying. I wouldn't go too deep into the practice squad overthinking this thing if I was the 49ers. But I think there's a situation and an opportunity to ponder the possibility of, hey, Baker, let me holler at you for a second. This is all we need you to do is this. Can you do that? I'm quite sure that's probably a top quarterback that comes to mind. I don't know if Cam is real serious about this thing anymore. Thinking about Cam Newton. I'm thinking about quarterbacks that are out there right now without a job that can go in with a couple of practice sessions, can help the 49ers out. Who can do that? But losing two starting quarterbacks, you don't want to disappoint the defense because that defense is pretty damn special. They're fun to watch. I like that. I like all it's all about. I like all of that. And if they can keep that intact, I like that. But the way the Cowboys and the Eagles are playing, the NFC East is going to be fun. Very fun and exciting to watch in the next few weeks here. It really is going to be fun. On to a tie in football and in World Cup play is a problem. A tie in anything is not good. It's up there with the participation trophy. Remember that? Remember that shitstorm that started that? Give everybody a trophy? What? No. And that's how I feel with this situation here. A tie in football? I was pulling for the Washington Commanders yesterday. Caw. And my man Montez Sweat. Yes. If you really think about this, the football enthusiasts out there, just think about this for a second. as bad as we think these two teams have been, that being the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, as bad as we think those franchises have been, just think about the last 4 years, what the defense has done for the Washington Commanders. The last 10 years as a whole, what the Miami Dolphins have done offensively and defensively. Think about that shit. Miami has been a damn good football program for 10 years of consistent play. But to our standards, Miami's been playing like shit. But look at what that defense has been doing. The past 10 years, look at what the Miami Dolphins defense has done. Now slide that on over to the defense of the Washington Commanders. It's like holy Toledo. These defenses here are just outstanding what they're able to do defensively on that side of the ball. Now, I didn't say the front office knew what they were doing or what they had. We know the Dolphins have tried to sabotage several situations there. We know that. But for the most part, I'm liking that. Kirk, my favorite third cousin, and the Purple People Eaters of America did not let me down yesterday. He tried to. They have the most one-score victories. Huh. See, that comes really important as you're trying to break down a game plan and relay the message to your defense on what is working, what's not working, how good we really are when we get tested. That's what I'm liking. And I told you the Steelers are going to win. Told you. Told you the Steelers are going to win. Told you. Sometimes it's hard to believe all of that when a tie happens and you're a Denver Bronco fan and the Cowboys almost put up a 60-pointer last night. All that happened. All of that happened. And the Raiders found a way to win. They found a way to win. They held on for the victory. The Raiders. Well, is Joe Burrow that deal? Is Joe Burrow that deal? He seems to be Patrick Mahomes' kryptonite. That was a well-played game. The throws that he was making and the way that offensive line stood up for the challenge, they didn't let him get sacked 18 times in the game. But the throws he was making, he was putting the ball only for the receiver to catch the ball. He was putting it in a catchable situation. Impressive game that he had last night. I mean, the Chiefs didn't play that bad. Should Andy have went for it? We know how competitive Patrick Mahomes is. We know how competitive Andy Reid is. But I think it was more, of course, it was analytics that had something to do with that. It had a lot to do with that. But I guarantee you a do-over, I think he'll still do the same thing. I mean, you have one of the best kickers in the game. But in December, things just turn out strange sometimes. And that was one of the situations where it turned out a little bit strange for the Kansas City football Chiefs, for sure. But it was still a well-played football game. Well-played football game. I can't tell you what is possibly going on with the Tennessee Titans. I got to know more about this A.J. Brown situation. I know, he got traded, he had to go, but I bet there was a little bit more to that story on him going to the Philadelphia Eagles. But the Eagles look good too as well. Well, they look really, really good. Really good yesterday. Hell of a game, hell of a game, hell of a game. To all the winners out there in NFL yesterday, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you for sure. College football would have been totally different over the weekend if USC would have handled business on Friday night. But they did. Now the top four, the playoff tree, all of that's about to get really, 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 really fun to anticipate what could possibly happen. But a little bit of me, man, just a little bit of me still misses the days when all those college football games would come on one day. One day. Now they're so spread out now. So many bowl games now. So many bowl games. And now with the transfer portal, with NIL deals, it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to do a lot of moving and shaking here over the next few weeks, making their announcements on where they're going to go to. My Florida football Gators are dealing with the situation with the quarterback that does not look good at all. Doesn't look good at all for our quarterback down in Florida. So that is a whole different situation. That's not even about, I'm not even worried about you playing football right now. I'm worried about you as a person, as an individual in a situation like this. This has to be one of those. I mean, to have that happen to your child, for this to be caught up with your child and your child involved in something like this has to be a parent's worst nightmare. It really does. It really does. But again, the next few weeks is going to be interesting to watch and who's going to be all the transferring that's going to happen throughout college football. Because some of these kids just want to compete. They want to compete. They want to go somewhere and play. They want to go somewhere and expose their skill set. They want to learn the game of football and compete at this at a high level. And they're ready to do this in any way they can do it. And that's why I love the transfer portal and the way the NIL deals have been going for sure. Love it all. Love it all. So each and every Saturday, I get a chance to talk college football, and it's a lot of fun. Get a chance to do with my buddy Ray. And we have a lot of fun. We do it each and every Saturday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and if you have Roku television as well. Each and every Saturday from 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, take you right on up to kickoff for sure. Booyah. So that's a lot of fun of doing that show. And that the most games we broke down one weekend was 91 games. It felt good to only break down 6 games. I felt like, okay. But it was still fun talking 3 hours about those matchups from last weekend. It was a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to talking more college football this Saturday as well. Also, to get you caught up in the latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame? Episode 501 is up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. But if you don't, you can check out Anchor. You can also just go to the website, DreMontez.com, and it'll take you right there. Well, on Spotify, iTunes as well. Who's to Blame? Just use the number 2, and it'll take you right there, too. You get you caught up right there and all of that for sure. We did not do an episode last week. We were a little under the weather. Insomnia is real. It is real. Trust me, it is real. And I don't like it at all, but I think now we pretty much have it all figured out, or steady as she go, as they put it. Steady as you go. Steady as you go. Steady as she go. Easy now. Easy now. Okay, what do we have coming up now? I brought the idea about Baker Mayfield possibly helping out the 49ers. What do you think? You think that's okay? Or is there somebody else you have in mind can slide in there can actually help out the 49ers? It's going to get interesting. The next few weeks of football will be a lot of fun for the teams that are still competing. But for fans of the Denver Broncos, we're thinking about the draft in April. That's about it. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to right now is that right there. It was fun to talk about competing and winning in football at the NFL level for about 4 weeks. For 4 weeks, I believed in us. And then after that, it just pretty much became really apparent that Russ can't cook anymore. Can't cook anymore at all. But hey, it happens. It happens. It seems as though my NBA Laker fans were starting to come around to this thing now. We're going to be quiet. We're going to be real quiet. We don't talk about the NBA until after we get done with the gridiron. But as a Laker fan, I'm liking what I see. As a Kentucky Wildcat fan, I'm liking what I see. As a college basketball fan, I'm liking what I'm seeing across the board. The men and the women of college basketball has been very, very entertaining. I don't understand why Don Staley is getting all these technical calls here lately. What's going on? We got to figure out what's going on with that with Don Staley. Well, folks, I'm going to let you get on with the rest of your day. Again, thank you for tuning into the show today. It's a lot of fun. like talking with the people and saying hello to you and all of that good stuff. As we will definitely be back strong and proud for you. Why all these keep disappearing on me? There it is. Okay. There it is. There it is. Okay. Also, happy anniversary to Robert Norris and Heather Norris. Happy anniversary to you guys, man. It really is. Happy anniversary. Well, folks, again, thank you for tuning into the show today. It's been a lot of fun. Until next time, I guess we will wrap this here on up. Let you guys get on with your day. As they say in the hood, I'll holler at you later. Until next time, peace. Until next time. Thanks again for tuning into the show. All right.